and welcome back to part 4 of turning roller coasters into humans. So technically the next roller coaster should have been Air from Alton Towers, but I decided I'm going to do VELOCICOASTER instead because I've recently been watching all the Jurassic Park films and I've really got back into dinosaurs, so I wanted to do VELOCICOASTER. When making it, I had to do some hand-drawn plans because I was really not sure with what to do for VELOCICOASTER. I wanted her to look very high-tech and sleek like the roller coaster does. I also worked with the colour palette of the ride, so a lot of black, grey and blue, like very neon blue. I originally gave her pants but then decided to change it to shorts because Florida is very hot. When I was sketching her out, a lot of the sketches had a stick with to shock the dinosaurs, but I decided towards the end, literally the end, I didn't want it anymore and it kind of looked a bit weird, so I just removed it altogether. She also has a lot of knee pads and arm pads, just, you know, if you're dealing with dinosaurs, why not? I should have given her roller skates because that's a recurring theme with my roller coaster OCs, but I feel it fits with roller coaster OCs as they're roller coasters. Anyway, I gave her a scar across one eye. Not sure how she got it, not sure why she has it, but probably from a velociraptor. Her outfit really wasn't inspired by anything. I was kind of just making it up as I was planning stuff, and normally I do find inspiration, such as when I did Rita, I found race suits and kind of looked at how they looked. I also wanted her clothes and the blue, the very vibrant blue, to reflect off the skin almost, so I gave her a darker complexion to show more contrast between the two colours. I actually really like her design, and this is my first out of the UK roller coaster I've done that isn't for Coaster Mania, because I did a few which obviously weren't from the UK for that. Because I've not been to Universal Orlando, I don't know what the ride is like, so I find it a lot easier to make OCs based off roller coasters or rides if I've actually been on that roller coaster or ride. I did watch a few walkthroughs and POVs of the ride before deciding on how to make her, so I kind of get the storyline of it, but VELOCICOASTER was hard as well because I know it's such a roller coaster that so many people love, so it was kind of not pressure because no one's really going to watch this. Someone recommended me doing VELOCICOASTER, so here she is. I really like her actually. I really like the colours and how they all contrast together. Her headband was one of my favourite accessories I gave her because I didn't want all her all the hairs of people to look similar, especially when it's just a ponytail. So I gave her a braid going through her hair with little V's on it, which you'll see later when I colour them in. I also wanted parts of her clothes to have a hexagon pattern because hexagons normally look very futuristic, especially considering the colour being the neon cyan it is. That's a colour I associate with futurism, so she has a lot of little hexagons that I drew and then copy and pasted them about 100 times. It took a very long time. I'm also not really sure what other rides are in the area because Universal and Disney parks confuse me a bit because I'm so used to UK parks being one park, whereas I think Disney and I think also maybe Universal have multiple different parks, but it's also part of Universal Orlando. But I've tried a new style of rendering on this series which I'm starting to really like. I have drawn some more drawings recently for the series. I finished Spinball Wizard, I finished Rita, new Rita, when it's Dark Forest, and I've also finished 13. I'm hoping to finish the Alton Towers series and then move on to Fort Park. We're coming towards the end of the drawing now, and I decided to give her a big velt with V on it. I need name suggestions. If you got this far in the video, comment down girls' names beginning with V, which could potentially be her name. Anyway, now we're literally just moving on to the very little bit of editing at the end, and then it's finished. I really hope you liked her. She was so fun to make and so interesting as well, and I like doing all the research on the ride itself to find out stuff about it. Thanks for watching. Come back for part 5 of turning roller coasters into humans, where we'll be seeing, hopefully, Air. now. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment down below if you have any names for the VELOCICOASTER character, or if you have any suggestions of other roller coasters you'd like me to make. Thanks for watching. Bye!